Right, wait, let's try a little bit of more colour blending. Alright, so shift that over there. Sorry, my neighbours are making a bit of a racket. Okay, so I've just got obviously the base on there. I'm putting that on one side. Oh shit, excuse me. It didn't spill in my drawer. And then I'm putting this colour on this side, and basically what colour blending is, I just push it and just button it right the way up to that line, is just ombre. So this is one of the things that you need to do. This is an ombre brush. You can see, you can get like a longer brush and just cut into it, so you've got like really fine sort of bristles at the end. So what you want to do, you can go this way or you can go this way, alright? But I'm just going to go up and down just to try to blend that. Just go over the line and then coming back over the line. Go this way. And when one of the girls tried it yesterday, it didn't blend very well because the brush wasn't really an ombre brush. Alright, and then we just cure that. And then don't forget to wipe your brush. Keep your brushes nice and clean, because if that catches on that light, it's going to be game over for your brushes. So I'm just cleaning it with a little bit of brush cleaner, or you can use alcohol. Okay. So you normally do 2 coats of the colour blend. The first one is just like getting the colour down there, just in case you wipe over it a little bit too heavy-handed, and it's you can see the colour underneath it. Just give it a second. That'll do. So I'll just pop another coat of the colours on. When you're painting with any of the either varnish or gels, you want to try and keep it the coats as thin as possible, especially near the nail bed. I mean, this is slightly thicker, but I'm dragging it off as I go. And that's just blending right the way in to each other. Let's have a look in the daylight here. Just need a little bit more. I don't know if you can actually see that. Let's look on the top. No, I'm not really sure if you can actually see that. As I say, I'll bring all these nails next week so you can have a proper good look. And then just cure it. Seconds. Okay, what should we think of next? Right, placing on some enhancements. Okay, so let's get another nail. So we've got a little bit of unicorn sequins. Alright, we can pop some of that on. This has still got the tacky colour coat on there. So basically when you're doing nails with the gel, it'll leave like a sticky residue, which comes in handy, especially if you're wanting glitters on there or powders, because it's just going to help to grab on to anything you're putting on. And I'm just placing this unicorn glitter on. Right, we'll leave that like that a second. Now what might actually happen when you come to put another coat on, these are going to shift around, so we want to make sure that they are pushed in to the sticky residue. On the other half, what I'll do is just do a clear and show you how it can go into the wet paint rather. Okay, so put some clear on there. And it just spreads out a little bit better, a little bit easier, a little bit more sort of intense. I'm just going to pull that top coat just through the nail. Now what I was saying yesterday with any sort of glitters, it can be a case of where it sets, it's sticking up, so you will have to like encapsulate it or buff it down, but I'll show you what to do with all that like later. I mean, all I want you to do really at the minute is get some varnish, get some anything, and just have it, or even just some pens and pencils, and just play and draw what you know, the designs that you want to do. So I'll just get that one cured. Let's put that one there. I'll give this a second. And then I'm gonna do something on top of that. What can you put on top of that? Put some of these things on. Right, like I said yesterday, these are quite, with them being metal, they are quite they're being metal, but they're very sort of I mean, look at them trees, they're not good. What was I going to say? Yeah, they're very soft, so you can bend them. So let's get one of these circles out. I think I've used them to like, in fact I don't even know what the hell I've used them for. I've used it as a tool, that's for sure. Right. Right, is that nearly cooked? So we can bend these back into shape. That's a bit better. Right. So I'm just going to put on, there's my base coat just on this nail, just so I've got that, something for that to stick onto. And I'm just gonna, because like some of the gel wasn't, some of the glitter rather was just placed on the sticky residue. I've got a bit of glitter on there. I want to make sure I get that off before I put it back in the bottle, because otherwise when I use that base coat on someone, they're going to have glitter. So here's your shape. See if that picks up now. It does. So with it being very thin metal, you can just bend it just so it's a little bit more sort of, because you've got arcs on your, like your nail curves round. So I just want to make sure that that's going to be curved enough. No, it needs that a little bit more. Oh god, these tweezers. And it's stuck to us. Oh, I'm not having a great day, am I? Right, there we go. That's a little bit more sort of flush to the nail. Just make sure it's nice and central. And then what you can do is, if you've got a client there, do one nail at a time. So do one hand and then the other hand do that hand and then the other hand. Or you can get something like this. It's a little torch, UV torch, and it can just flash cure in between your things. So you can place that, and if it is really sort of loose and you don't want it knocking when the client puts the hand in the lamp, just flash cure it so it holds it in place, and then they can put the hand in the lamp and give it a proper cure. So we've got that. Let's place a gem on top of that. We'll do a gem. We'll do something. We'll do a yeah, just so you know how to do this. So just get that back out. You can use glue, actual like gem glue, for placing your gems. Alright, it's a little bit harder wearing, but obviously just for your nail art, because you're just doing it on nail tips and it's not for a client to wear you know, you're not doing like their gel nails or whatever. It's only really for the certificate. You don't have to use like a proper gel glue. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a little bit more base coat in there, and I'm just going to pick up the gem and place it in, and again I'm just holding it in place. You could flash cure it, but I think that's going to stay, and I'll just make sure that that gets a full 60 seconds on there. Right, what else do we need to show you? Hey, right, dotting tool. Dotting tool's dead easy. It's a dotting tool. You've got different sizes. Pop a little bit of gel on me tin foil. You can do with your dotting tool, just pick up a bit of gel and you can just do random little dots. You will have to pick more up. Oh, I've got a little bit of dust on there, like a bit of fluff rather. Remember, I'm always like just resting my hand on my other hand, just so I can keep nice and steady. You've got your little dots that you can do. If your theme is like more hearts, or if you're going to be doing like Valentine's nails or anything like that, pick up a bit on the ball and you can do one dot, another dot beside it. Make sure it's about the same size, and then another dot close to it like that. And then with your dotting tool, just pull that down. You can use a brush for this as well. I need my crossword glasses on. But you've got like a little love heart there. Okay. If you were doing a star theme, like a galaxy, obviously you wouldn't be using pink. Maybe you would. So you do a little dot in the centre. Get your very thin brush. Load it up. come round this angle and pull up, pull down, pull to the side, pull to that side. If you need more, oops, I've gone off there. What you could do, say if this was on a client, I'd go, oh god, that's really crap, it's not good enough. So what I'd do is just get a little bit of a, always make sure that you've got like lint-free wipes. You can use even like waxing sheets for this. Just wipe it off, alright, with a little bit of alcohol. Pick up your thing that you wanted to do again. So I'm going to do a dot, and then what you can do is pull that down, do another one there, there, and then what you can do is flash cure it, so you're not going to knock the rest of it, and then you can carry on with your star. Off there again. Didn't say I was great at this, but I know how to do it. So you can do your star that way. What else? Lining. Okay. So you want to brush with the like a long bristles. I don't have a proper lining brush. I don't think have I? I'm not sure. But what you would do. That's a gel one. What's this one? One stroke. That's that one. That's the same length as this. Okay. So you make sure that you load your brush up. Make sure your brush is nice and thin. You place your brush. See, and just pull it down. Okay. And rather than working at the tip of the brush, you're laying it down. So I'll try and do that on the side for you. So you're using the length of the brush to come down. And that could, in theory, the line's perfect, but that bit is a bit crap, so just with a little bit of alcohol you could take that off, and then you've got your line. So how I was doing that, I was pulling that away from us when I was doing my lining. So if you watch the nail, okay, placing that on and I'm pulling it away. This brush really needs cleaning. Pulling it away, alright. Another way you can do it is use this hand to pull away. So I'm placing it on and I'm pulling this hand away, but I'm making sure I keep supported. Alright, so that's how you do your lining. I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything else. If you can, transfers and transfers and stuff. Right, okay. I'll do that on another video. Saying, if you look on my wall here, I've done painted the wall in like a marble effect. So basically, I've got a white background, so you could do that in the nail. And I've done, so if you're comparing this, if you were doing it on a nail, alright, so you would do a white base coat underneath, and then you do a clear coat or a Blumen gel, and then do the pink sort of veins through, and it just spreads out, blurs out. And then cure that, and then I went in with like actually used feathers for this, but like very thin pink, and I've also got some very thin lines of white going through. But like if you were doing it on the nail, very thin thingies of paint of pink, cure it, and then you could go in with either a glitter very thin and do some areas of the gold, or you could go in with like a foiling gel very thin and then do some larger areas of for the foiling, or you can even do gold paint rather than the glitter. It's completely up to you, but that's giving you another sort of option of nail art that you can do as well. Alright, I'm gonna set up and do a couple more sort of styles for you, and bear with us, okay? Right, okay. Okie dokie. I'm going to show you a couple of nail art things. I just painted some random tips. So, I've just got, I mean this is Bloom & Gel, but you can use just like a base coat for this one. I've painted them like a neutral colour, basically so you can see on the video rather than it being clear. Just a second, and just put a bit of Bloom & Gel on here. So place it and then push it up to the cuticle and then pull it down. Place it, push up the cuticle and pull it down. This one's actually quite thick now. Hope you can see. Am I in shot here? I am. Right, so this brush. So I've just got a little bit of white here, just on a thin brush. Just make sure that you balance yourself. I've just got this brush nice and thin. Make sure you balance yourself, and what you're doing is like think of lightning or tree branches. Okay, so I just want really random like lines going through. Turn your hand around, you can go different directions. Work quite quickly so it doesn't totally and utterly spread out. There you go. I'm just going to pull some of this out. There we go. And I'll just put it in your lamp. Another way to do marble is you can just use just on the nail. You don't need the Bloom & Gel, you can just pop it through and just do, but you need a really fine brush for this. If you want to do a multi-graded colour marble, another way you can do that, just clean my brush. Always clean your brush straight after you've used something. I'll just get a random colour here. So I'm just running my brush right the way through the two colours. And what you can do is just gently just place it on and pull the brush through your nail, and you're depositing both colours. You can use 2 colours, 3 colours, whichever. You can use a glitter in this as well, or you can use a couple of colours in a clear, so it has that sort of like little bit of, it gives the illusion that there's a gap in between these 2 colours. You can just turn your brush just so you could, you know, you're getting different colours deposited on the nail. Okay, and then that would be another method of marbling. Okay, just let us clean this brush. You can see that one, it's just all softened through. If you wanted to highlight that a little bit more with the white, run your brush through the white, and then because it's cured, it's not going to bloom anymore, so you can just make some of them branches that little bit sort of stronger. Alright, okay, I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. I'll bring it next week anyway, so you can have a look. I'll just cure that in your lamp. For the marbling, I know it's going a little bit sort of like random. We've done those 2 nail tips, but if you look on my wall here, 2 seconds, just move the hold on. Right, we're back. Okie dokie. So I'm going to show you how to do a bit of foiling, bit of water decals. Alright, so we'll get this one done first. Oh, and glitter. Like glitter thingy. Right, I'm just gonna, I've got a bit of foiling gel. I'm just gonna do half the nail. Make sure it's totally coated right the way up the wherever you want the foil to sit, really. Alright. Oh, gone a bit wonky there. Right, hide that in the lamp. Okay, for when you know this one that we just did, so you want to make sure that everything is encapsulated in. So you want to make sure this metal thing's under a coat of gel. And you don't want to put gel over the top of the gem, all right, because it's not a real one. And it'll lose its dimension. It'll just go flat. So just want to make sure you've got a nice smooth application. And what that'll do also, it will help us secure that gem in place and prevent anything lifting up, and you know, where the client would catch the hair in their nail, basically. Stick that in the lamp. Okay, right, cool. What else we're going to do? Right, so I've got some water decals here. I'm just going to cut one of these out. You just peel the plastic back, cut out what you want, and then pop it in the water. Okay. Okay. With this one, we're going to do a little bit of the ombre one. We're going to do a bit of glitter on there as well. So I'm just going to get a bit more base coat. And I'm just going to do a bit of a French around it. I'll show you how to do French properly when we come to manicure pedicure. But I'm just like winging it for this. So I just want it done. So I've just put the base coat around there, and I'm going to stick it in the lamp. Okay, let's have that one out. And that one is the one that we've done. It's got a no wipe top coat on there so it's nice and smooth, not sticky. If you did find that you've got little ridges in there, what you can do is get like one of your buffing blocks, give it a buff, alright, it'll make it go matte again, but it means that when you put the top coat on there, it's going to be really smooth. Okay, so that's that one. What's this one? Oh yeah, it's going to be foiling, isn't it? So shift that out of the way. Got me a little bit of foil. So I'm just looking at the patterns, what I want. Okay, I'm just going to have it there, I think. Yeah. Somewhere? Yeah. Okay. Pop it on. Give it a bit of a rub. Press it on. These are quite old because I've had them like years, so some of them are not as good as others. So my advice is just to have a practice and then rip it off. Okay, by ripping it off, it makes it stick a little bit better. Okay, so we've got that. Let's do oops. Let's do a bit of glitter. This is my least favourite because I don't like glitter. Right, okay, so yeah, what's the other one? So most glitters have got either a sprinkler at the top, a bit like a salt cellar or what have you, or well, they come in all different packaging to be fair. So I don't think this one's been used. Yes, it has. So all I'm doing with this, because it's on a fake tip, I wouldn't do this with a client. I would like have their finger there and sort of decant some of it onto their nail. But I'm just gonna whap that tip in there and put it away. Oh god, I'm gonna get glitter everywhere. I mean, do I look like a glittery person? So let's bring this marble one back. Still got the sticky top layer on there. I haven't taken that off. And I'm just getting the decal with me very bad tweezers out of there, and it's just going to slide off. You see it sliding off? So tweezers terrible. I'm just placing it on. See that? It's just on there. And then what you would do, you would make sure that's dry. So I'm just going to use lid-free wipe. And just dab it on there, and then put clear top coat. Put that in the lamp. And then with this one, we're nearly finished, yay! Where's my brush? Oh, I've got a little dusting brush. Oh. Right, okay. You would have like a kabuki brush, but I don't seem to have one to hand, which is marvellous. Okay, let's just improvise. Right, I'll just clean this brush back up afterwards. Where is it? So I'm just brushing down, making sure that any loose glitters off the nail. Actually, I'm getting it all on because I haven't. Oh. Right, okay, 2 seconds. Ugh. Because I didn't do a non-wipe top coat over the top of it, I want to give it a wipe with alcohol. I'm getting some of the glitter stuck to the nail here. Scrap this one, alright? This is what you don't do. So before you put the glitter on, you want to make sure that you've used a non-stick top coat where it doesn't need to be wiped. You can use matte or shiny. And then you would put your base coat where you want the glitter, dip it in your glitter, and then cure it. And it's like stuck on that area there. And then what I would probably do is cap it all with another top coat. So let's do that. So we've got no white top coat. I'm going to pop this on actually on this area. And I'm going to butt up to it with the mat, just so you can see what the mat's like as well. I quite like the matte top coat. Okay. I'm butting up to that other gel. And I'm curing it. So that's that one. And obviously this one you could do, I mean, some of the other things that you've got to do in your assessment is you've got to do hand painted. So you could just do a random shapes. If you're any good at nail art, like drawn rather, if you're quite artistic, feel free to do whatever your theme is. So it could, I know Samantha's doing a sunset, so doing a palm tree on the nail. On the girls on nighttime, she's doing Easter, so a bunny, or just different shapes. If you're not artistic, don't stress too much about it. All it is just using each of the things that we have, like the blooming gel to make the marble, or if you want to just do the marble like that, using the decals, them ones, using the gems, using them enhancements, using the glitter. You don't have to be artistic with anything. I mean, obviously it helps, especially if you want to do nail art for clients, but what I would, the most important thing is having a colour range that's going to sit together quite nicely. So these colours all go together, the dark colours, the glitters, and the background, the base colour. So get that one off. I'm going to give these all a good old thingy. Don't know if you can see them. I will take pictures so you can see them a little bit better. Right, hopefully that's alright for you. If anyone has any questions, we can go through this at a later date, or if you want to see a demo of something else, give us a shout and I'll try and fit it in tomorrow or something. Alright.